So this is broadly what the Apple interface looks like when you're trying to submit a game. In this specific case, there are two variants of games. The version one that I released and updated upon that I did, paste your game screenshots, which are required. Besides that, there's some details information, right? I ended up using the Game Center's authentication itself, so that allowed me to not have not take integration of my own. And yeah, I mean, once your game is live and you can track it, you can see details around analytics, right? How the game is doing broadly, like in terms of how many impressions it got, basically how many downloads it got, right? And the number of sessions that people played with. Yes, I think it's fairly fine for a quick game that you were just building it for the fun of it. So it's a pretty fun game if you want to just play around, try it around for quick breaks and things like that. This whole process of building and then pushing it on the App Store and all probably took a couple of weeks, a week to probably just put the game together, the other week for to get accepted to the developer program and then launch your first version and get approval on it. Yeah, and this point in time, it's a very minimal, minimal setup where I was just testing broadly how it looked like. And the idea is that now that I have it up and running, I'll try to add more analytics and user engagement data, right? Which would ideally give me a sense of where to improve the game and all. And this is the Xcode setup, right? Which you will need to be able to publish and do some of the processes around the game, right? And the broader structure of the game is that I start off with the basic core mechanic, right? And once I got it right to the level that I wanted, it I went ahead and added rest of the menu pieces, the level complete and things like that. And most of it was fairly straightforward in the sense that you define, explain how you want it, and the you have to do it. It was insane working with anti-gravity on this specific course. It was a lot more, I would say, structured and a lot more accurate with pretty much zero one-shotting a lot of requirements and code pieces. The code structure is fairly straightforward. Each specific file pertains to a specific screen. And again, as I mentioned before, I never coded in Swift, never used it before, but using anti-gravity, it was fairly possible to pull this off, right? It also tells me, like just a few months back, these agents or these coding agents were not at the level that we are seeing them today. And yeah, I agree with a lot of folks is that they have definitely gotten much better at pulling off projects, right? Especially the greenfield ones. And some parts seem to be working much better than the others, like especially this fifth core, right? It's able to like really put different files and decorations between them fairly straight forward.